Excellent typing there.
Sorry, it's not my keyboard. I'm messing. All right, so we're just communicating with the teams there, making sure they're comfortable, getting ready. We've got a bit of a crash, but that's okay. We're going to make the most of this, right? We've got at least 20 people spectating this game live, and how many people on the stream, my friend Dean? Oh, here we go, here we go. Unpause.
He's not even in the game yet.
Oh, it's a dog. It's a pub unpause. That's the worst kind of unpause. Son of a bitch. What a duck, and how's it going? All right. Since the nipple, we've lost 6 since I showed my nipple to the stream. I am so sorry, guys. But then it came up. It went up after the nipple. Maybe people wanted to see some hot ethnic action, and they went to the wrong website. There we go. Okay, there's some crazy pinging going on. Maybe we should partake as well. They can't see ours, of course, but there we go. They're drawing on the mini-map. Let's just draw a nice big elephant. You know, it could be anything. See, that's the thing. It could be like a parrot with like one wing, or it could be like we could draw a banana. There we go. Just draw a banana. There's the black bit at the tip. There we go. Everybody's winning. Or it could be an airplane, you know.
You know what I'd be highly amused to see from out of CMP would be a jungle Naix, offlane druid, Rubik supporting Night Stalker in the safe lane, and then put mid Wisp to get that quick level 6.
Well, actually, yeah, he needs that level 6. But at the same time, if you put Night Stalker in the off lane versus Lone Druid, for instance,
no, I was going to say, but putting Night Stalker in the safe lane, supported by the Rubik, and then hope C-Stack doesn't try lane, basically.
YOLO clearly does not only live once, he's going to have to live again and reconnect, otherwise we can't have this game. It's all right. We just need to be patient and hope the game is actually worthwhile. Typically, after these first initial crashes... Huh? Oh. All right, we've got, yeah, we're just waiting on some reconnects. You know, we have these problems, but Valve, they love us. They'll give us some LAN functionality.
I'll believe when I see it.
We'll get LAN functionality. What Steam game does?
They've already got LAN functionality. They just don't give it out to everyone.
Well, that's all right. It means it's there. Blizzard aren't that nice. I've already been on a bit of a hate tirade, like a crusade against Blizzard today. But seriously, who's gonna forget Diablo 3, man? That's $80 you're never getting back. So let's be cool. Let's be real. Even StarCraft 2, man. Destructible Rocks Simulator. Nobody's got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. All right. Nobody's even had time to buy items. Maybe the MVP of the team has already done it. Nope. Nobody. That was a very timely pause.
So the question is, will CMP actually go offensive tri lane with that Naix, or are they going to go safe lane?
Well, we've seen a lot of tri lane versus tri lane, so we've seen aggressive and defensive tri lanes clashing quite a bit today, so that's probably nice.
Well, the thing is, they could really do either way. They could put the druid in the safe lane on his own, and then, which I'd probably more expect, and then have the other 3 go into an offensive tri lane.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Big plays.
Jezza disband.
Yeah, disband, please. Oh, wow. That's all right. We're seeing a few weird pings. It would be weird to not keep Naix in the lane. Like, there's absolutely no reason to just waste a jungle slot. We're seeing proper, you know...
but as a more realistic thing, like putting, I think, Wisp, Naix, and Rubik... I don't know, like, they could put that offensive tri lane, but I don't see it being overly effective
against... Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. Wisp isn't really... there's tri-lane heroes and then there's Wisp. Like, he's a support hero, but he's not...
Yeah, he's not really good in the...
Well, he's not Undying. He's not Visage. If you put Visage in a tri-lane, he's going to kill your family and maybe even, like, you know, your pet dog.
The problem is that whenever the game loads, the guy's alt-tabbing, it's crashing the game. So, something to stop alt-tabbing.
All right.
He's done it twice now, though.
It turns out some idiot on that team who will remain anonymous keeps alt-tabbing when he reconnects, and that's crashing his game. So if you could just tab and stay there, nobody alt-tab to talk to like their family or something. You just keep it clean. It's a habit, yeah. You know, we all have to alt-tab from our pornography, but sometimes you just need to play.
Not with yourself.
Sometimes you do. Okay, here comes the bear summon. Interesting courier effect there. Let's see what cosmetics the other team have. Well, nothing really, but that's okay. You know, we all have our days. Crit my pants.
And they all head top together, straight up.
Pretty early
bit of an unnecessary tether.
A premature tether there,
as Rubik blocks him as they're moving out the whole way.
But that's just a bit of team BM. You got to abuse your teammates to actually get somewhere. Oh,
and
it's like a complete mirror right down the side. Look at this.
So basically, they're all going to support each other as they go in.
I will say this, though.
Back off.
Radiant team are holding hands a lot better. There's more of a pain train on this side, you know. Here we go. But again, they're all going to get their wards up. They're going to get some blocking. Shout out to people that I think that I've seen 2 Tide Hunters on 2 separate teams block their camps. Here with a sentry, and right there with a sentry. So if you're in the audience, man, big plays, man. That was really highlight of my day. Now,
so this suggests offensive try lane out of both teams, maybe.
Yeah, well, I have no idea what's going on here.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, they're going to send that Druid down to the safe lane.
This is going to end really badly.
No, because they're going to back off. C-Stack's going to back off straight away.
Sorry, I saw crosses here and circles here, so I wasn't sure exactly what was in my mind. Anyway, here we go.
No, and they've gone back for a defensive try lane now.
Yep, that's right. Try lane going top. Dark's here going off lane. Pretty standard. He's already getting his wards up.
And
he's got one here.
He's going to run into the Druid right there.
And, that's a pretty obvious block. But, you know, nobody's going to be bothering checking Magic Bush because nobody bothers with it. It's so obvious that... In fact, it's so obvious nobody's going to bother with it. Maybe people should start warding there again.
Geez, they've warded very heavily already. Like, they've already got down 3 wards straight away.
Yeah, well, you know...
And yet there's been none come out of the CMP so far, except for
let's just start with our... We'll start with our last hits and denies. First creep of the game going to Shinji. This guy played really well the last time I saw him play. It was quite nice. Here we go.
Denied.
Oh, nice big deny. Well, Night Stalker obviously having much nicer base attack. Here we go. Say, try land on Gyro. He's
Yes, this is the thing. Like this is like Dazzle, Gyro, and Lion. That's a much stronger try lane than Naix.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's the slow. There's the stun. There's another stun. Lion being a bit ballsy here. But you know, here we go. Now let's go back here. Yeah, this isn't gonna end. Okay, as long as Bear is smart. He's not going to get like harassed out of the lane. He's going to keep farming. You can't stop Darkseer farming either, but Druid's going to do a lot more with the farm than Darkseer will. Top's pretty passive at the moment. Gyro actually on less health than Naix, which is interesting. And Naix actually leading by 1 last hit. Well, that's been broken now, but you know, nothing too crazy on either side. Wisp with his nice attack animation as well, just adding a bit of harass on that Gyro.
The thing is, you say that Lone Draw's going to do a lot more with that farm, but the thing is that Darkseer's actually going to do, in the mid game, he's hopefully going to be coming out with a pipe, and that might shut down basically the very obvious sort of ganking strategy.
I don't really think a pipe's going to do anything versus this team. Like, they don't have much magic damage. They're just going to be right-clicking people. This bear's going to be eating motherfuckers.
Or even a mech. Like,
Night Stalker's just going to open his mouth flaps and chew on people. You know, like his...
Let's say if you come out with, say, an early mech, like that Darkseer's
he's going
to TP in mech, surge someone away, and then it starts shutting down the gank lineup.
But if you say pipe's not really going to... Here we go. Honestly, I think the draft kind of favors the Dire, but that being said, you know, if Night Stalker gets his gank on in that first night, look at it. See, that's the thing. There's always that desire. It's like, do you skip that one level of silence to get more?
You should take at least that 1 point, I think, in the sides, especially.
A lot of people don't, just because your Void is that much stronger and you get so much more.
But I think more maybe 1 less point in the Hunter would be handy here, just because. Like, who are you going to run on that team? Like, you've got to. If you don't silence the Dazzle, he's going to grave someone. If you don't, if you don't silence that Seer, he's just going to surge away from you. Like,
and the thing is, there's not actually that much disabled. Rubus, we're going to have to lift somebody. Then you're going to have to be careful for, Rocket Barrage. I just don't see Night Stalker running into these guys, because if Dazzle doesn't grave somebody, or Lion doesn't stun someone, you're walking into Rocket Barrage, so you have to silence someone. You can only lift the other person. Wisp isn't doing anything. Naix isn't doing anything. Oh, and of course, Bear is leading on farm. The Bear's taking a bit of harassment. Honestly,
he's denying well, though.
Yeah, well, I would be using the Bear just to harass Darks here, and just, you know.
I think it's a case of he's been under the tower so much, he's having to use that bear to make sure he gets the last hit safely. He's prioritising his farm over harassment, which isn't a bad decision. So.
Quite a few denies on the gyrocopter, but that's to be expected. He's got a really, really nice attack animation. Already a bit of aggression. Oh, he's getting caught out, but
and thrown back, surprisingly.
I think they're just sending him away. I don't think they wanted to engage. I think if they were to throw him two, then these two would have stepped in. Oh, Darksy actually getting quite a bit of harassment, but of course he can just keep farming with that ion shell. So, how are we for consumables? I think probably going to see a Tango use now. Darksy has, he's already down one. His Soul Ring is up. So that should be coming after this Magical Courier Wave. Really passive already. Every other game we've seen today.
Especially considering there's a tri-line versus a tri-lane here, and yet they're still being really passive, which is quite surprising.
You might even see, oh, here we go. You might see some action on this side lane pull. Who's coming offside? Here comes, oh, an Invis Magnus.
And that's, will they notice that they just popped a ball on him from behind?
I think they will, but that's not really going to stop them. Instant Rage. Yeah, he doesn't even want to bother getting in more hits because here comes the, they're going to have to melt that down. They're going to have to send Nakes after it if he's, yeah, there you go, there you go. Ooh.
Just barely.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have killed him regardless, but...
Well, it should only be level 1. There you go,
yeah.
It's only level 1. He's not going to put too many more levels into that compared to Rocket Barrage. That's what he needs. He needs that early. Let's see, Darks here. Oh, he's popped his pot. He's getting his Soul Ring being ferried now. Mid, 21 last hits, 0 denies to the Magnus, but he's of course going to farm a lot easier, especially with his nuke. Whereas Void, you generally only use that when you're having trouble, or you use it on the range creep to get it guaranteed. If you're laying against, you know, Bad Rider, for instance, you know, you're not gonna walk into that. Well, actually, only 23 for 5 denies, so actually, in some respects, Nightstalker's doing pretty well. But then, Mags did lead the lane for that rune and that gank top, so if we look at the levels...
And there's the Knight, straight away, Nightstalker's off.
And he's already got, he's basically going to get 7 on his next creep. I think they're thinking
he's looking for a rune, that's what it is. He's just looking for the rune.
Yeah, and Wisp is with him. Wisp not even level 3 yet, but that's to be expected with this tri-lane. If we look at the hero levels, here we go. 7 and 7 for the 2 solos, 6 and 6 for the other 2 solos. So Radiant's actually winning their laning in that respect. Let's see, where's got a minute? That's not too relevant right now. And I just want
we've got Nightstalker going on Mag mid, but I think he's just harassing. He's got a regen rune, so
I think he just wants that. He wanted that level 7 and just a little bit more gold. He's got a smoke. Don't really think he needs it. There's not that much warding up. In fact, most of
the wards just all died off. I mean, it's hit that 6 minutes mark, so
yeah.
they've all the wards have died, and they actually really need to get some back up.
And here we go, Sentry blocks just a bit, especially in pubs.
It's a very late time to bother blocking, really. Like,
well, more to the point, the fact is, like, you're not wasting your sentries on what would be, you know, much needed obs wards. So in fact,
I'd almost be inclined to let them pull out, because that separates them out for that Nightstalker to come in and just start ganking really heavily. That is spread out. So,
but at the end of the day, they might not be likely. Oh, here we go. They know he's there, but they're just going to dive on him. Here we go.
Do we have the grave? There's the grave.
There's the grave. That's
it's not going to be enough. He's still there.
Here we go. TP.
Still, oh, no.
Level 6 ulti. Whoa. Big counter gank by Shinji on the Magnus. That was perfect. Wow. Good vacuum. This could be a wipe. Oh, my God. Okay, that's 4 down. In the meantime, Lone Druid hopefully farming well. He's got the Orb of Venom. He's already got the phase boots on the bear. He's probably going to go for some aggressive entangles. Oh, Wisp, probably not a good time. That was a bad TP. I don't think he's going to last. Like a clutch Tether, no rocket, but still.
Interesting in that fight that Nightstalker actually turned around to, like, he sacrificed himself just to make sure he got that kill on the Lion.
Lion TPing in, but I don't think he's going to stop. He's only level 4, and of course, Lone Druid is going to get that.
I think he was just
with demolish
on
the bear.
He's
already got the phase boots damage. He's got that. Did he how far is he from a oh, he's got a resummon, but I don't think he's going to waste it. He's probably just going to heal that one up. We haven't had any crashes, so that's good. Let's see Nightstalker make use of this Invis rune, make up for that really shocking early gank. He might even pick off the courier, but I don't think he'll bother because he's a melee hero. That's
probably it. Does he have the silence yet, or is he not taking a point now?
If Dazzle didn't see that courier, he's seen it now. It's kind of obvious, isn't it?
So has Night Stalker picked up point in silence yet, or is he still running around?
He has